Deep in the land of ruin, beyond the trees and the brush, the lakes and the grass, there was a vast jungle where wild animals roamed. There, in the rubble of the ancient temple, lived a mother tigress named Safa and her 4 children. The older male cubs, Khan and Renga, were big and strong. The female cub, Molly, was quick and agile. Tigris, the youngest cub, was very cute, but much smaller and constantly overlooked by his older siblings. Not so far away, along the sandy beach, lived a bale of wise turtles who prided themselves for being the slowest turtles in the land. However, one young turtle named Zeeby was very special because he had really long legs, which made him much faster than the turtles he knew. Many of the older and wiser turtles did not like this. One cold morning, as Tigris was racing in the fields with his siblings, they began to make fun of him because he was too slow and couldn't keep up. "You are so slow," jeered Renga. "Yeah," snarled Molly. "Go back home to the temple," ordered Khan. The clouds suddenly began to churn and darkness covered the sky. They all laughed as poor Tigris staggered away, sobbing loudly. As the stinging rain showered down on everything in the jungle, Tigris continued to cry on his way through the plant life. Beyond a large shrub, he spotted Zeeby in the shadows, who was equally sad. "Friend of the jungle, why are you crying?" asked the tiger. "Well, I am very upset because all of the wise turtles tease me for having such long legs. They say that I'm unusual and they do not like that I'm different. My long legs make me so quick I just cannot control my speed," explained Zeeby. "What am I to do? It is out of my control," he ended. "I can tell that you too are sad. What brings you to such tears, tiger?" asked the turtle. "Because the rest of the tigers that I play with mock me for being so small and slow. I wish I could keep up with the rest of the cubs in my pack, but there's just no way. I am not big enough." "How ridiculous! This is so unfair. Not everyone can be fast," Zeeby cried out. "And not everyone can be slow," Tigris mentioned. So the two spent the rest of the morning together to think about the things that were bothering them. Having arrived at the pond of red lilies, Zeeby sparked up the brilliant idea. "Hey, I got it! What if you and I make a group of our own?" Such a strange idea confused Tigris. "Well, how would we do that?" he asked. "Well, I like your mighty tiger stripes. Maybe you could paint some on me." "Well, sure, but only if you would help me find a turtle shell like yours," Tigris said excitedly. "No problem. I know just the place." And before the rain dried up, the two hurried off. Down by the waterfall, Tigris giggled out loud when he saw his bulky reflection near the edge of the water. Zeeby found an old hollow tree trunk for him to use as a shell. Upon climbing to the highest point of the temple, Tigris pulled from the walls a dark residue, used it to paint his dark and powerful tiger stripes onto Zeeby's belly. Many animals from all corners of the jungle could hear the turtle's laughter as the leaf tickled his belly. "This is fantastic! Now we are a pack of our own. You have my stripes, and I have a shell, just like yours, Tygus said. Together they ran off into the jungle to see what new and exciting games they could begin to play. As the warm sun set in the west, Tygus and Zeebe could be seen rushing down the long side of a fallen rubber tree into the Sapphire Lagoon. They were having so much fun. Meanwhile, the rest of the tigers and older turtles became jealous of what the tiger and turtle had created. The tigers wished that they had shells, and the turtles wanted stripes. In the night, warm embers from a small fire filled the jungle as Khan, Renga, and Molly met with the wise turtles to talk about how they had hurt Tygus and Zeebe's feelings. As the leader, Khan spoke first. I think we were wrong to mistreat our siblings. It is not the way of the jungle to be mean to any creature because they are different.
We agree. We are very sorry. How unwise for us to do such a thing. I think the right thing to do is apologize and ask for their forgiveness, said Rama, the wisest turtle. As the animals realized they had made a big mistake, Tygus and Zeebe listened to them secretly.
Wow, I think they are really sorry, said Tygus.
I think so too,
whispered Zeebe. So the tiger and the turtle decided to forgive their siblings, because it is also the way of the jungle to forgive others who are truly sorry for their mistakes. The next morning, Tygus and Zeebe hurried off to their homes and brought the animals to the Pond of Life for a great big surprise. Neither the tigers nor the turtles knew what to expect next. Surprisingly, Zeebe had gathered many hollow tree trunks to use as shells for Khan, Renga, and Molly. They were so happy to receive their new gifts. On the other side of the pond, Tygus lined up all the wise turtles and painted large black stripes on their shells. The turtles were so eager and could hardly wait. The sun grew very hot upon the shore of the beach as the tigers and turtles played together in their new pack. They had lots of fun playing new games with each other. Khan and Renga spent most of their time playing in the water, while Molly showed the turtles how to use their new stripes for hunting and hiding games. In the end, Tygus and Zeebe decided to let any animal into their new pack, no matter how different they were. They truly felt that all things were special in their own way. Thus, all of the animals in the jungle were happy to share the things that made them truly unique, leaving the land of ruin forever changed.